from HP. Now, not only is this kind of new to HSN, but it's new to HP. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you replaced your printer? I gotta say, printer is something that a lot of us don't think about until we need it. And then we run over to print something, something needs to be printed, that return label, your kids' schoolwork, your office work, and then it's clunky, it's loud, and we're out of ink, all of the issues, we forget how to work it, we're bringing out the instruction manual. Well, HP has made it simple. This is the OfficeJet Pro All-in-One, meaning you can copy, print, scan, and fax if you need to. It's got that big screen on it, so it walks you through every function. You're also getting some black ink cartridge, you're getting the Cyan ink cartridge, you're getting the Magenta ink cartridge, and the yellow ink cartridge. You're also getting an extended warranty. They're extending the warranty to 2 years. And on top of all that, something that we're gonna dive into in just a little bit when I bring our guest in, you're getting something called the HP Plus program. The headline there is you're getting 6 months free of ink, and it does that great thing to where the machine knows when it's low on ink, and it lets HP know, and it will ship that ink to you, kind of so you don't get to the end and you don't have that ink there and you panic and you have to run out to some office store and try to find it. They'll ship it right to your door. First of all, the really sleek look, which looks great. Take a look at your screen right there. I love that auto document feeder. What does that mean? Well, let's say I am copying or I am scanning and I've got 30 pages to do. I think you can put those on top and it will auto feed all of those. You can also print from your smartphone, print from your tablet. It is wireless. It's really great. Like I said, it's their newest, it's their best, and it's new here at HSN. I think this is only the second airing of it, so you're getting in on it early. But let's go ahead and bring back our friend, our HP expert, Aaron Berger, to walk us through all of this. Aaron, thanks for hanging out, my friend.
Oh, good morning. It's always my pleasure to be here. HP is not only the #1 selling computer brand in America, but also the #1 selling inkjet printer in America. So it's always a ton of fun to come out here and talk about HP printers. I will tell you, as we've gone through this crazy time in our lives and in our world for the past year, you haven't seen us sell a lot of printers on HSN. They've been very, very hard to get as supply chains have been interrupted, et cetera, et cetera.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm doubly excited because this is the 8000 series. It's the first time I've sold the 8000 series in over a year. It is the top of the line when it comes to HP, which is already the best inkjet printer in America. Couple of things about it that I love. Like Ty said, full all-in-one. Print, copy, scan, fax, and do it all wirelessly from any device. So print, copy, scan, fax from your, do you have a PC? Does somebody in your house have a Mac? Does somebody have an iPad? Does somebody have a Windows pad? Or it doesn't matter. You can print from all those devices. I'll show you full flatbed scanner built in. So when you want to, maybe there's a photo, you know, that has been around the house for years and years, and you just want a really good, really, really high quality copy of it. It's so simple. Even if you don't have, honestly, even if you're not a smartphone person, to be able to walk up and use this full color screen that's on the front, press copy, you're good to go. Really, really simple. Also, as Ty said, faxing and scanning is made even simpler by the fact that there is a built-in auto document feeder. This is a 35-page auto document feeder, so you can fill it, you can press go, and you don't have to stand there and baby it 1 page at a time. Another just extraordinary feature.
Yeah, I really love that. Hey, Aaron, I'm sorry to interrupt, but sure, I have personal experience with, I've gone through so many printers, and you know why? It's because I bought a brand that maybe was, you know, it was cheaper or something. And I'm telling you, you don't want to go with some brand that you don't know, some brand that's just cheap, because you're going to get what you pay for. You're going to go with that name that you know. Because Aaron, as we know, when it comes to printing, maybe it's your kid's schoolwork, maybe it's your office work, maybe it's that return label, whatever it is, you want it to work the way it's going to work, right? So if we're going to pick, if we're going to, you know, put money into a printer, which $169.99 is very competitive, but why HP, right? So let's talk about why HP, Aaron. Maybe you can walk us through this. Why do we want that name?
I'd love to, and that price becomes even more competitive when I tell you, you get 6 months ink free included with this printer. So this is actually why HP Plus. HP Plus is a program that comes with the printer. It's included. All you have to do is sign up, okay? When you sign up, which doesn't cost a penny, you get free ink included for 6 months. That's up to 700 pages per month for 6 months. So that's roughly 4,200 prints, which means, by the way, you can print full color photo. All those photos you've been wanting to print for years and years and years, but it's too darn expensive. Print them now. They're not expensive to do anymore.
Right.
You also get with HP Plus a 2-year extended HP warranty. So your entire printer, if you have any problem with it at all, it's under warranty now for 2 years. Let me ask you a question. When's the last time you replaced your printer? Many of us over the past years, we've replaced a tablet, we've replaced, or many of us have even added a computer to the household, because certainly everyone in the household has needed their own computer during these months. How's your printer? Does it have old print heads on it? Is it kind of craggly and nasty when the print comes out? Do you even know what kind of ink you're supposed to put in it? And let me ask you this question. I'm going to get into Instant Ink a little bit more here. Because remember, we include 6 months of free ink with this. If you have an old dinosaur printer at home, maybe you can't print from your tablet. You can with this. I'm going to show you in a minute. Maybe you can't print from your phone. You can with this. I'm going to show you in a minute. Maybe you can't print remotely from anywhere in the world. You can with this. It has its own email address. You just email to it and it prints no matter where you are in the world. If you have an old dinosaur printer and it's just time to go replace the ink for it, how much would it cost you today to go to the store and buy 6 months of ink for your printer? I'll bet you anything you would spend probably more than you're spending today on a brand new printer, copier, scanner, fax machine, and 6 months of ink. We're including it all. And one more thing. You never have to go to the store, Ty. This is one of the best things about it, and I haven't said it yet. With HP Instant Ink, the printer knows when you're nearly out of ink. The only thing you need to have an HP Instant Ink account is you have to have Wi-Fi, because it communicates with HP Central. So when you're almost out of ink, it lets them know. And you know what happens? Ink shows up for free at your door. Oh. That's it. You don't have to go in the middle of the night. You don't have to go to the drugstore and, go E62, F31, L9er, 9er, right? You got, like, how in the world do you figure out? Nobody knows what their ink cartridge is, right? Right. HP Instant Ink is an ink replacement program, and you save 50%. So once that 6-month free period is over, if you choose to continue, you don't have to. Everybody does, because you'll save 50% on your original HP ink. And this is what it comes down to. There's different plans you can do. Yep. Most of us do the one in the middle. Sure. $4.99. For that price, you get 100 pages per month. If you go over, it still only costs 5 cents a page. Ty, the yearly savings, the average yearly savings, just the savings is $204. It more than pays for the price of the printer in the first year.
You're so right, Aaron. You're so right. The price and what you spend on printer and ink and all of that, it gets out of hand quickly. Very quickly, especially if you have an older printer and you're buying some of that older ink, it gets out of hand quickly. Today, you get the newest from HP for $169.99, 3 flexible payments of $56.66. We're gonna cover the shipping for you. This is their newest, this is their latest, and I just love it. It's so genius that you don't have to run out for that ink. Oh, how many times have I done that? The kid's report is due in an hour, and I don't have the ink, and now I gotta go find it, and did I bring the box with me? What number is it? Is there a 9er in there? What, are we on a walkie-talkie? It's like, it's so complicated. HP makes it simple. Makes it simple for you, and for $169.99, get the #1 name. I said earlier, I've made the mistake a couple of times, more than I'd like to admit, that I went with maybe a cheaper name, and boy, I paid the price. Go with HP, especially with that HP Plus. Plus program right now. Now, this is only the second time that we've aired this, and we've already sold almost 400 of these. Already 400 of these, only the second time that we've aired it. And Aaron, can we talk about maybe just the look of it for a second?
Isn't it gorgeous?
The one I have in my house right now, not only is it loud, it's one of those where I have to warn everybody I'm printing something because it scares the dog and the kids, but this is beautiful. It is streamlined. It fits right on your desk. And how about the screen that kind of walks you through everything? I love it.
The color screen makes the biggest difference. I wish you all, if you had could see everything I can see right now. Just so you know, everything behind the camera is a disaster. That's how it works when you set up a TV studio. But you know what I'm looking at right there? Not this one, but right there. I'm looking at this exact, it looks like this exact printer, the 8025, which, believe it or not, is the older model than the 8025e. That's the printer that I've had for probably 2 years now. And this is my personal printer, is what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It is the best, the best, the best. And when you use HP, the HP app, HP Smart Print, I'm going to use it right now. One of the really cool things that you can do is there's a, and I'll show it to you after this print. It's called HP Printables. And you go into HP Printables. First of all, you can scan anything you want with your phone. You can scan it and print it. It's wild. Try that function when you download HP Smart Print. It really is neat. You can edit. But one of my favorite is HP Printables. So like right now, I know that I'm going to be seeing my mom in a couple of days, and I don't have a Mother's Day card yet. So I'm going to print out a Mother's Day card.
You do now.
And I'm going to have, and now I've got a Mother's Day card. And I'll show you with these printables, there's things like you can go by age group. If you want to do a spring craft, there's actually, let me go by age group here for a minute. There's really cool things for Max. I'm going to go age 2 to 4. There's just some really fun things to do, like a little word, like match the animal to the sound, and those kind of things.
Right.
So fun things for the kids to be able to do, and then fun things for adults as well. I also have to mention, I would be remiss if I didn't mention, these are all printed from this printer just because it's the easiest to use, and just because remember, it comes with 6 months of ink. It'll come with cartridges that you put in right away. The minute you get it home, you can start printing.
Right.
Then you sign up for HP Plus, which doesn't cost you anything, and that will give you 6 months of HP Instant Ink. The quality of the prints is something I've barely mentioned. These are professional quality, studio quality prints.
Those are beautiful.
Thank you. HP is the #1 inkjet printer company in America for a reason. The quality of their prints are ridiculous. Not only is it the simplest to use with that full touchscreen, easy app, you can print from any device, but when you print them, most people don't print a picture more than once, right? So you've got a picture of your family, you hit print, it gets printed, it goes into a frame, or it goes on the fridge or whatever, and that's it. You normally don't print those again, right? So you want that to be great quality because you're going to be looking at that for the next 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 years.
Yes.
So we want every print to be super high quality. And the other thing is, because of HP Instant Ink, to print a full 8.5 by 11 color page, Ty, doesn't cost any more than printing black and white. So the color police don't exist anymore. You can print all you want in full color. And really
I love that. And Aaron, again, it does so much, and it's so high tech. It's also very easy to use, but if you're watching and you're a little intimidated by everything that it does, there is full support. HP gives you full support. I love that about HP, Aaron. It's not just for people like you who are geniuses when it comes to stuff like this, but people like me who have questions. There's great support, so don't let that hold you back. Aaron, always great to see you. Thank you for walking us through all of this. We just love it.
Really my pleasure. Thanks for having me, Ty. Have a great morning.
All right, we'll see you again soon, 764-700. Right before we wrap up here, I want to remind you of something else that Aaron and I talked